Welcome back to another video. Let's get into it. This is going to be the first controversial topic we're going to approach. I've been wanting to get into some of the more heavy topics that have some controversy on them from both sides. And the first one I want to get into is whether or not it is transphobic to not want to date a trans person. Hey, I'm editing right now. I just realized that I'm using the new intro today, so let me know what you think. I'm a big fan, but if you guys like the old intro with like the Zoella and the different characters and stuff, if you like that one more, just let me know and I can switch it back. I just wanted to try something different. Something, I don't know, I like sci-fi stuff. But anyway, back to the video. Okay, so something you're gonna learn about me as we approach these difficult topics is that I love the hypothetical game. But people don't like playing the hypothetical game with me because I want all the details. So, for example, is it transphobic to not want to date a trans person? Well, it depends. It mostly depends on why don't you want to date a trans person. Is it because of Is it because of the stigma around trans people? You're worried what people might think if they find out? Is it about what's in their pants? And it's like, it kind of just depends on why you don't want to date a trans person. And let's just break it down even more. Okay. So I would say it is not transphobic if you don't want to date a trans person who is pre-op, meaning they haven't had bottom surgery yet, and therefore their lower area does not, what they have is not what is compatible with you. I don't think that's transphobic to not want to date them, because that's fair. I wouldn't expect you to, if, you know? Now, however, if you don't want to date a trans person just because they're trans, that's a totally different situation. Because if you're, the only reason that you wouldn't, the only reason I would understand not wanting to date a trans person if they have already had all the surgeries that they need, because at that point they are physically, mentally, emotionally, they are whatever gender they are transitioning to. That's just the way it is. So really, if you're not willing to date them at that point, the only explanation I can understand is if you are like set on having kids. Other than that, who cares? You know? Because at that point, you can't, there's what excuse are you going to use? There's just not any. At that point, you kind of just are being transphobic if you don't want to date a trans person. And that's not, I don't know, I feel like that's a fair opinion to have. If you're somebody that has a different opinion than that, I would love to hear your side, because, yeah, I don't know. I would like to hear other perspectives. I always like hearing perspectives other than that of my own. Another reason that people might not want to date a trans person is what if my friends find out? Which, if you are, say for example, you are a cisgender heterosexual man, okay? If you were to date me, that would be straight, because I am a woman. Therefore, that is a straight relationship, okay? Are you following so far? If your friends have a problem with you dating a trans person and are referring to you as gay because of that, that says more about your friends, and you should really be considering that. I also don't want this to be like oh, everyone go date trans people, because for one, we're awesome. So like, you know, but yeah, you don't have to go date a trans person. That's not at all what I am saying or what any trans person who is making this argument is saying. All we're saying is, if you like someone and they happen to be trans, just date them. I don't understand why that's such a big deal. It's not, because they are, I mean, look at me, right? While I may not be the most passing of a trans woman, I'll get there. You can tell just by talking to me and interacting with me that I am very clearly not a man. I don't think it takes very long to realize that there is not a man part of me, you know? So while I may not be fully transitioned yet, meaning I am literally 9 months on HRT, I am not going to be fully transitioned at this point. If someone is unwilling to date me because I am trans, it is only okay. I mean, for one, date who you want to date, I don't care. But it's not transphobic if it's because I haven't had my surgery yet, or if you want to have kids someday. That's it. But like, even on that wanting to have kids someday, lots of cis women can't have kids either. So if you're not willing to date a trans woman because you want to have kids, you also better not be dating a cis woman who is unable to have kids, because that's kind of like, you know, I don't know. Hopefully this makes some sense. I want to start going into some of these more controversial topics and giving my opinions on them. And this one kind of seemed like, I don't know, this is what was on my mind recently. So I just kind of wanted to do this one first and see how it goes. But yeah, just date who you want to date. Do what makes you happy. That's literally, just be happy, you know? So I am going to actually, I am actually going to close this video out. I was going to just kind of leave it with that, because I kind of closed it out. I don't know if you noticed that. I totally was intending to close it out there. But I do want to kind of say a couple more things, because I didn't do all of the like, comment, subscribe shenanigans at the beginning, so we're going to do that now. Yeah, like the video if you haven't already, especially if you made it this far, because like, you might as well. Especially if this is something that, like, these kind of topics are something that you would like to hear me talk about more, because I'd be more than happy to. Comment whatever your opinion on this topic is. Regardless of if you agree with me, you disagree, I don't care personally. I want to hear your side, what you think, you know? And subscribe. Do I need to explain? Just subscribe. Like right now. Do it. Did you do it? I hope so. I hope you're subscribed, because we've got more videos coming out every single day. So I will catch you tomorrow. Peace.